Oh, happy Christmas Eve weekend thing. How's everybody doing? Sorry about yesterday. It's this upcoming week's gonna be kind of nuts too. Fun. Damn you, Squid Game. Damn you, What If. But yeah, no, it'll be fun. We'll see how it goes. How's everybody's weekend been so far? How's everybody holding up? No Sonic spoilers, please. General ideas and thoughts, perfectly fine. But yeah. What's up, Cole? Am I only one who can't unsee Satan looking a little like Thordak from the Chroma Conclave? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I love it though. But then again, he is just very, very draconic. And the voice kind of lines up a little bit as well, I'll say. But yeah, I did that is kind of where my mind did go as well. So you are not alone in that aspect, I'll say. Are we on the right thing? I do not believe so. Now we should be. There we go. What's up, Janie? Hey, yo, Omni, how are you? I did just watch Sonic 3 this morning, and it has the best Sonic movie of all time, especially Live and Learn song kicks in. I got chills on my arm. I did too, man. I definitely did too. It was so good. I'm gonna be going back to see it probably next weekend. I was gonna try to go do that today, but I simply do not believe I have time. What 3 words on Sonic 3? Me, heartbreak, determination, awesome. I think I'll second those as well. Is that Omni? Is that Omni Media? Unfortunately. It's a fuzzy. How are you? Oops, sorry. Didn't know what. I mean, the Live and Learn thing I mentioned in my... I mean, it's in the trailer. Live and Learn's in the trailer, so I don't feel like that's an issue at all. So you're all good. What's up, the dog? How are you? Christian's in the house. How are you? Is that Mako from Stranger Things? No, it is not. But it could be. What's up, Jazzy? That Superman teaser gave me chills. It got me emotional. Same. The more I watch it too, it seems like the more emotional it kind of gives me. Makes me. I can't wait to. I hope it lives up to the idea I've got of it in my head, man. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Since there's a little Doctor Who Christmas special on the way, have you ever named your top 3 regenerations? Like the regenerations themselves or doctors themselves? Because we're talking the regenerations themselves. I don't know, man. I mean, Tennant, Smiths, both. I think those go unmatched. And then I would probably go with shit. I don't know. If we're talking purely the actual act of regeneration, like the scene, the transition itself, that was definitely those 2. And then maybe like I would, God, it's hard. It's like either I do like the Capaldi one where he goes, as well. Both when he goes and when he comes into the world are both really good. It's hard to pick though, but those would be in the running there for sure. What's up, Scruffy boy? Hype for Christmas, bro? Am I hyped for Christmas, bro? I mean, I'm hyped to not have to log in for work the next morning that day. That's nice. Though I do have channel shit that I'm gonna have to be doing most of the day, but I don't have to do my 9 to 5, so that's a plus. I love the Superman teaser trailer. It made me more excited. Hell yes. Did you say Noel Simon, aka Happy Christmas Week? I probably butchered that, but also right back at you. Happy Sinsmas, right back at you. Love your shirt. Where to find it? I need to buy that shirt. I got it at a Shark Robot stand at Level Up. I do not believe it is currently on their website anymore. I don't think it's there. I think they only sell it at the stands at this point. That Superman trailer looked fire. Agreed. Hello, what's up, Radical? Ronan, what's up, man? How are you? That Superman trailer's got people going, man. Love it. Love to see it. Love your Sonic 3 review. Cannot wait to watch it. Definitely, once you have, I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's got me so excited, man. I wanted to come home. I didn't have time, let alone the energy, but God, it made me want to come home and play Adventure 2. And I still have Sonic and Shadow Generations, and I haven't had any time to play it. Damn. But it was so good. So good. So good. Hope we're not waiting too long for Season 3, especially with Has-Been Season 2 still coming along. I wonder which one we'll get first. It'll be really interesting if they both come out around the same time, because I still think we're a year away from Has-Been Hotel Season 2, from what they've said. Either way, we're at least still going to be getting Hell of a Boss shorts. I don't know if every month still, but they did say that there will be shorts that will be releasing between now and whenever Season 3 comes out. So we'll still see some stuff, you know. Hope the Superman movie is a success so the DCU can survive. Likewise, man, likewise. I was surprised someone posted that the Superman trailer was hated. Every review I've seen has been positive. I thought it was good. Have you heard any negative? I've just seen a lot of the people that are like, oh, this looks like CW. Oh, this is discount Henry Cavill. Yeah, just a lot of that crap. And then I don't know. It just it's from the usual suspects is all I'll say. I do understand there are some genuine complaints, or at least concerns, I feel like, because I have them as well over like the amount of characters and the amount of stuff that we see going on, but I've got a pretty solid theory about how that's all going to kind of function, and I trust Gunn at this point, man. I really do when it comes to his film, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll wait and see. Are you still reacting to Digital Circus? I can't see the latest one in your timeline. I've never watched it. I can't still react to it if I haven't even started it. I've never seen a single episode of Digital Circus. So obviously the new episode's not going to be there because I haven't watched any of them. It'd be weird if I watched the latest episode and I haven't even watched episode 1 yet. I feel bad for Weasel. It's not his fault. He's just dumb. He's just an animal. It's not even that he's dumb. He's just, he's an animal that looks humanoid and it freaks people out. He's just basically a gangly little dog. You know, as far as we can tell. You know, who knows what else is going on there. But yeah, his whole thing is just tragedy, man. What's up, Elizabeth? How's the day going? Do you think Blitz and Stolas will be a couple? Oh, yeah. And what do you think Millie and Moxie's baby boy will be, a baby boy or girl? Honestly, I don't think she's going to keep it. I don't, you know, some things I know from like what things Viv's talked about and just some other things as well that's been said. I would be kind of shocked if we did a storyline where she keeps it. I feel like it would be very in line with a lot of things that Viv's very been passionate about to explore this idea of autonomy and stuff like that. And I think she's not going to keep it. In the interim, it would be interesting either way. But I'm very curious to see what they would do, what they end up doing. Finished watching Creature Commandos, and that vision Amanda saw was epic. If Wally West is the main Flash for the DCU, would you like that? I would like that, actually. I think that would be really interesting. We've had 2 Barrys back to back, and in a world where everything has already been going on, and we have a Guy Gardner, for fuck's sake, let's just do shit. Let's just do Wally, man. Let's just do Wally. I think that'll be fine. Perfectly fine. Squid Game Season 2 is this week. Only 7 episodes, though. Oh, it's 7. 7, not 8. It was 8 before, wasn't it? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I think it was it 8 or 9? 9. It was 9 episodes, so it was 2 episodes shorter. I couldn't remember. Hey, that's a lighter workload on my shoulders at least, so I'll take it. But I'm excited to see what they do with it. The trailer looked pretty sweet. The first teaser that we got. I didn't watch any of the ones after that. I watched the first teaser, but I haven't watched anything that came after that. And that little teaser was enough. Was enough of a taste. Was literally reciting Capaldi's final words in the last 5 minutes of Sinmas just because it was so peak to witness. I mean, it's also very, very fitting. I love Capaldi's arc. I think he's got one of my favorite arcs for a Doctor, especially considering what he's like when we meet him versus how he's like when he exits. So huge. Like, it's just like a huge 180, and I love it. Will I do a room tour one day or nah? Because it's amazing. I keep saying I'll do it eventually, and I just keep putting it off. And things have changed since, even since that first thing, because I've rotated things out, I've moved things out. So yeah, one of these days I'll actually do it. I just don't know when. I definitely do need to clean, though, because right behind me, out of frame, right in here is kind of a mess. When Frankenstein was talking about Titanic, that was hilarious when he had his little tantrum. He's just a gigantic man-child, man. He really is. For the shirt, I can't find it. That okay? I find a person who make the shirt. Hopefully, maybe, if you can. Though that would be kind of... Well, not even kind of. It would definitely be illegal. But, yeah, go for it. Yeah, man. Like, there's people that will steal these designs and resell them. Or, hell, even I've seen them have just the shirts and sell them at different shops, do, like, resale stuff. So you might be able to find it that way, but I wouldn't condone that, personally. What's up, Michelle? How are you? 3C Films never fails to impress me with his costume fits, especially when he's wearing his own Superman suit for the trailer. For the trailer is commitment, man. But I think I think he's had that one for a while. So he already had it on lock, so might as well pull it out of storage, right? I don't think he got a different suit. I think that's the same one he's had for a while. Could be wrong though. What's up, Lemming? So how was the emotional damage of Christmas season finale yesterday for Hell of a Boss fans everywhere? Or everyone. You know, it went about as good as I think it could have. I do think that there's a fair amount of people that are being way too harsh on Via. It sucks, but I get it. I wholly understand where she's coming from, and I don't think there was any issues with how that was depicted either. I thought all of it was fantastic, you know, in the way that these things kind of came together, the way they showed Stolas trying to acclimate with this new lifestyle, and then the fallout of his actions, and then the face-off with Androlphus, and all of that was really good. You know, the shocker with Luna having a new form was great. Millie, that revelation was wild. There's just a lot going on, and I think they really, really did a great job making this, giving this epic conclusion, while bittersweet, gives us hope for the future. Because while things are not where we need it to be, like with everything else, things will be okay eventually. You know, I like that. Oh, and then bringing us back to that too, from "you will be okay" to "I will be okay." So bittersweet, man. Literally trying to clean up storage. I need to take videos for a concert soon. Nice, nice. I didn't expect any episodes to top Mastermind, but boy, I was not expecting Sinmas to be that good. I didn't either, man. And especially considering it was called Sinmas, I thought this would be when we would see the sins. So all those things in the trailer that had all of the sins there, I thought they were going to be in this episode. So once we had that last episode, I really didn't know what to expect in this one. But I loved what we got. What if James Gunn is basing his universe off the Arrowverse because of its best parts, aka pep talks, action scenes, and awesome storytelling? I don't think he's going to look at the Arrowverse at all, and I think anything that's, looks similar to it is going to be purely coincidental. But I'll look at it as such either way. Can't wait for Metroid Prime 4 be out next year. Did you play Metroid Prime series? If you do, what was your favorite? Me, it was Prime 2. I've never played a single Metroid. The closest I've played to playing a Metroid game was playing as Samus in Super Smash Bros. And I don't think that counts. I'm getting Justice League Unlimited vibes from that Superman teaser, bro. I love the choices of heroes Gunn put in the film. Hope they use Starman by David Bowie in the film. He did say that it's not going to be soundtrack driven, so I'm wondering if this will be a Gunn film that won't have needle drops. I'm curious about that, because he said it's going to be score driven and not soundtrack driven, which is counter to every other movie he's made up until this point. So who knows? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. On a positive side from the Stolas is dealing with, Sonic 3 is the definitive video game movie. We came a long way from the first movie's announcement. Feels great to be a Sonic fan right now. And they incorporated a lot of the actual story in a fun way. The things they left out, I understand why they left out. And they did kind of truncate the cast and stuff and just focus it on the parallels between Sonic and Shadow. Beautiful. But it's as far as films go, because we've had some stellar show adaptations like Fallout, Arcane, Last of Us, stuff like that. Films, can't remember the last video game movie that could be celebrated in that same vein as those shows, but this one definitely would be up there, I think. If any murder drone characters are transported to the Helliverse, who will easily have friendly interactions with? Because he's just a little sweetie. He would get along with everybody, even if they don't like him. Amanda doing comedy in Creature Commandos felt out of character. Thoughts? I still laugh though. It was like sarcastic, like demeaning humor. I don't think it felt out of character personally, but this is also technically a different Amanda that just has a similar shared history to the one we've been introduced to be fair. Selling Androlphus got me laughing when they kept saying hilarious. Androlphus' facial expressions got me dying. They were fucking great. And that fucking flapping they were doing God, they're just deliciously, disgustingly evil. And I love it. My bad, I could have sworn you reacted to the pilot. Sorry, wires crossed. Yeah, I've not got around to that yet. I do hope to, but I'm not there yet. Oh my god, I was watching the Hell of a Boss episode, and then nearing the end, I spoiled it for myself when I opened the comments. What was it? What did you accidentally see before you finished the episodes? What do you rate cinnamon rolls? Like out of 10? They're like a 6 or a 7. They're fine. I like them when I'm in the mood for them, but I don't know that I ever get the craving for them. I hope you can play Shadow Generations. The story is amazing, emotional. I think you will love to play it. I really hope I have some time. I still need to finish Rebirth, and that's what I'm going to try to do in January. But we will see if I actually figure that out and make that time. They said that they felt that the ending of Squid Game Season 2 was 7 felt natural because of the story at that point. Season 3 was filmed back to back, so it's releasing in 2025. Okay, that's I like that. I like that. Don't stretch it out. Just let it end how it feels like it should end. I like that. I also saw where the creator was like, dude, I am so sick of Squid Game now that he's finished. Like, I understand that feeling, man, but I can't imagine, man. Whoo! Picture this, a Hell of a Boss RPG game with a gameplay style of Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. Sorry if I bring it up a lot, but I love these games, or Persona 3, 4, 5. I've only played like 2 hours of I think Persona 5 it was. I've never played any more than that though. But I played plenty of Remake, and I am still trying to get... I'm halfway through Rebirth currently. But a Hell of a Boss game in that vein, I think that could work. More so in the Final Fantasy VII Remake style. I don't think it could work. I mean, you could do a turn-based one, I guess. It actually might even be better turn-based, to be fair. I don't know. I'd be open to it. I mean, there is a homebrewed tabletop RPG. It's not a video game, obviously, but that does exist. I have the campaign guide for it that AZ Stolas and his friends created. Go back to watch Sonic 3 too, but in English version because it was in French. I wonder how they all sound in different languages. I always kind of ponder that, but I never actually bothered to look into any of it. Anora came out on digital this week, and it was a masterpiece. It would be great to see you watch it. It'll be a minute. I'm taking a break in January. I'm not gonna be doing anything I don't have to do at this point. Since for New Year's and for Christmas, I'm going to be working, so I'm going to be taking some time. I'm still obviously doing like the new stuff because Severance comes out, Harley Quinn comes out next month, so obviously I'll be continuing that and the stuff we are already covering. But I'm not gonna push myself like I have been the last couple of months. I need to breathe a little bit. But if I get around to it, I'll get around to it. If it wins a poll, then I will watch it because that'll supersede everything. But somebody's got to suggest it. Nobody suggested it yet. Characters we saw in that vision were as follows: Superman, Batman, Supergirl, Booster Gold, Wonder Woman, Starfire, Wally West, Kid Flash, Peacemaker, as well as Guy Gardner. There was also Vigilante and what was his name? The Kung Fu guy. I forgot his name. Hello there, it's Morbin time. How are you, Sketch? Could we see Supergirl and Cersei in Superman? I don't know. I don't know if we'll see Supergirl yet, considering we still would have her movie coming out, in which she's still not on Earth yet. So, who's to say? Dig seeing Luna letting loose with her BFFs and talking crap to Vicky from Queen Bee's party. But I hope she doesn't get too wild to the point of losing her V card, but wishful thinking. Hey, happens, man. As sad as it may seem, I have a feeling that the child isn't Moxie's. I mean, the whole episode had a theme of cheating. I'd elaborate further, but I feel like I'd confused myself into forgetting my theory. I mean, that was my initial thought. My initial gut thought was, oh no, because of the way she was acting. But I don't think it's that. I don't think that she would, for one. And, but I think there's a conflict of interest in the way that I don't think she would want a kid. But she knows that Moxie might. You know? So I think that's what it's about. Which announced series are you most interested in checking out? For me, it's the Lanterns and Booster Gold. Like a DCU series? I mean, probably the Blue Beetle animated series. I think that would be really fun, but Lanterns out of all the other ones that have been announced, I think. That Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode was epic. Robbie and Daisy make a good duo, and Gemma figured it out fast. Way about. Yes, she did. And she is on point. Someday, Octavia might join with Luna's friends when she's fully reconciled with Stolas and even Blitz. That's another thing, too, that people tend to forget, is when you have a parent and you have a broken family like this, and then somebody comes in to replace one or other of the parents, there's always tension. There's always almost a sense of animosity, like, you don't belong here. You are messing up my family. And she sees him like that, because on top of that, her father chose him over her. You know, he didn't even think about her when he was like ran out there to sacrifice his life like that. He went out there knowing he might die, thinking he might die, not knowing that he was going to live. Obviously, he in his head thought he was getting himself killed. And, you know, to her, regardless of what's going on and everything that's been happening, whatever, that's gotta hurt. especially when he's doing it for somebody else like that. This other that's broken up your family, because she knows this has been going on for a long time, and it's the root cause of some of the disdain in the house. So like, it's just like, people are meh. I'm playing Witcher 3, and for the first 15 minutes, Ciri is being set up as the next Witcher, clearly. Dude, I've never even played any of the Witcher games, and I know that that's what they are doing. Ada. In this universe, DCU, I guess, Titanic bombed. That's kind of what I thought, or he just doesn't, he's not in touch with what the reality of the situation is. If you could save one character from dying, either Vic from Penguin or Isha. Isha. Like, it's not even like a hard pick there. I love Vic, man, but if I had to pick between the two of them, Isha. One, child. Two, you know, he's like trying to become a crime boss. So we're weighing some different things here. Millie turning out to be pregnant. Legit gasp. Oh, that's what you saw in the comment section? Oof. That's totally on me for opening the comments. Fair. What if the ending makes sense, but it's a multiverse saga series and continuing on past Secret Wars? Wouldn't make sense in my opinion. I mean, I don't know what... I don't... Maybe. That's a good point. Favorite Christmas song? I don't know. I don't know that I have one. I don't know. I honestly can't think of any that I love or in. I mean, I don't mind Christmas songs, but I don't really love Christmas music. The Chipmunk Christmas song. I need a AAA RPG, Squid Game, PS5, Xbox, PC game. I feel like that'd be fun if done right. Squid Game show is full of memes. I mean, kinda. Song 3 was a 10 out of 10. No spoilers. It was pretty fucking good. I have a theory that about the Superman movie. Since Simon Stagg and his company is responsible for creating Metamorpho, I feel like we are going to start with Rex and have him turn into a meta mid-film. That could be interesting. It's very possible. Very, very possible. What's up, Michael? How are you doing? Binging your Squid Game reactions to get hyped for season 2. Hell yeah. It's an amazing series, man. So amazing. What's up, Darkly? Hello. Ready for Christmas? No. I'm ready for a day off, though. We'll get that. Let's see. Amanda Waller has made sarcastic jokes and references in other DC stuff. I didn't remember enough to be confident about that, but it felt very Amanda to me. Need to get caught up on Harley Quinn. Hey, it's fun. I think the last season wasn't the best season. It had some great moments, but it definitely wasn't my favorite season by any means. But us moving to Metropolis, I think it changes setting and kind of rotating out and adapting our cast a little bit. I think that we're setting the stage for some pretty fun stuff. At least I hope so. What's up, Rebel Soldier Dom? Hello there. How are you? Are we still getting the Wild Robot this month? I'm going to be posting it. Hopefully, the plan is to release it tomorrow. So hopefully that we stay on target for that. As someone who watched Superman and Lois, do you feel like you need some break period before getting into a new version of Superman? Not really. I mean, this has been on the horizon for a long time, so I've been kind of expecting it. So I don't really feel like I need a gap or a break. Because I also, like, there was also just distance in general from the CW stuff and the film stuff, so there's just always a Superman somewhere. I mean, thanks to Black Adam, we had him and Peacemaker, technically, I guess, and his other appearances where Henry Cavill wasn't actually there, but his Superman was. You know, Tyler's Supermans existed alongside of other Superman for a minute anyway, so I don't feel like I need like a reset personally. Yeah, I deserve the rest. Thank you. I hope so. Am I excited for Andor Season 4? Of course. Watch the last Star Trek film in French. Loses something in translation when the scary Romulan says, irrite, aka angry. By the way, Omni, have you been spoiled on anything Hell of a Boss? I was back in August. It was Octavia leaving Stolas. I didn't believe it was real, thankfully. And what was the biggest spoiler you had? I mean, I haven't been spoiled on anything. Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing! Thankfully. The only thing I've had kind of spoiled is just a little thing for Hazbin Hotel Season 2. That's it. Little thing. Well, mild thing. Not a huge thing, I'll say. But an interesting thing. But I'll leave it at that. Do you think the DCU will pay off that vision? I doubt it. I doubt it. I think we'll circumvent that. I think that's the whole point of Creature Commandos right now. Or will they find a way to prevent it so that it doesn't come to pass at the end of Creature Commandos? Well, I unintentionally answered the second part of your comment here. What do you think of Jared Leto being cast as Skeletor? I can see him doing the Skeletor laugh. I don't know, man. He's got a horrible track record, and that's not necessarily because he's like a bad actor, but he just has a horrible track record. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. He's going to be in the new Tron movie, and I'm already apprehensive about that because they are dropping a storyline rather than continuing it perceptively. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Posted my reaction to Haunted Hill House episode 6 today. Those one-shots were amazing. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. God. Hill House, man. There's some fun stuff around the corner for you if you haven't got there yet. There's a rumor that next year we might be getting Lego sets based off of the Netflix live-action One Piece. Well, that would be interesting for those that collect Legos. Imps are the lowest class in hell. Millie seemingly didn't plan this, so telling Moxie is a difficult thing if she doesn't keep it. There's a lot to consider around that for sure, but I think the big thing is that, you know, I think it's evident to me, at least, in what I was talking about with the way she reacted to Blitz calling off that hit. She's an assassin. She loves what she does, and this would throw a wrench in her doing what she loves to do. It would uproot her life, you know? And, you know, she's struggling with that. And also there's the fact that if she does, you know, carry it through, she won't be able to do that for a long time. And there's this like there's this challenge to her ability that I think she's kind of conflicted with as well. She's like, no, I can still do this. We can still do this. Not computing what everybody else is going through at the moment emotionally. And that's not her fault. It's her body and the way it's reacting right now. It's out kind of her control, which is also kind of what I think is part of the problem with her as well. But I don't know. They can play it interestingly either way they take it. I have a theory that what if the mystery of the Lantern series is who killed Guy Gardner? I feel like he'd be killed off at the beginning of the series as a good story point. That would be fucking funny. Damn. I didn't even think about that. I wonder what it is, though. I'm excited for a season 2 of Squid Game. I wonder which character I'll get attached to and then cry when they die, like episode 6 of season 1. You know the character. I do. Love White Christmas until I had to drive in it. Yeah, I used to love Christmas as well until I was the one driving, and now I lament the sight of snow. I didn't talk about her in my review, but how was Alia Brown as Maria? I tried to avoid talking about Maria just because I didn't want anybody who doesn't know to know. Just by accidentally, I don't know, who knows? Because I feel like I don't trust myself to dance around that topic. And yeah, she was great. She was great. She was really, really great. Her chemistry with Shadow was really, really great. Yeah, she did a great job. Loved it. Loved it. Sonic French version is good, but the jokes are hit or miss and not the same jokes in English. And yes, French is kind of the same. Loon sound in English, though kind of hard to explain. I'm so curious, though, what jokes they change. No spoilers for Arcane, because I'm starting it tonight. Now I'm like scanning back through anything I just said. Okay, I don't think I've said anything, so I think we're good. But still, beware here, because we are not barring spoilers if it happens to come up for that. Best Christmas gift was you remember getting, or best Christmas gift I remember getting. I'd say the most memorable one was, I was 6, 7, I think. I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and it was because my mom and dad were trying to set up the original Jurassic Park compound set that had sounds and stuff. It played the alarms and stuff like that or whatever, and they couldn't get it to turn off. They opened it, and they were trying to set it up so that I would come down and see it. And I kind of woke up in the middle of the night and saw them setting it up. Got a little excited and then ran back to bed so I could wake up the next morning and fuck around with it. I think that was the most memorable, because I think it was that, and then it was like the big T-Rex that they had with that as well. I think that was the most memorable thing that I can recall. And then I accidentally broke the T-Rex because I forgot it outside, and it got waterlogged because it rained, and it if you put batteries in it, it would just automatically start screaming non-stop. Hey guys, I just started the 2nd season of Cobra Kai. Where have you been? You were in for a wild ride. What's up, ORZ? Been following you since Vox Machina, stayed for One Piece. How do you like your One Piece journey so far? It's a lot of fun. I mean, I get some frustrating comments here and there. And it can be a lot of work, especially editing 3 episodes every week. But I love it. I'm really enjoying the show. It's a really, really fun show. And even if I wasn't reacting to it, stuff like that, I'd watch it in my own time, I'm sure, at this point. Love the shirt. Thank you. This new Superman looks fun so far, and the next trailer will be what really sells the film, though. Because it'll have dialogue. This had like 2 lines of dialogue. The kid saying Superman, and then him saying Crypto Home. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Sonic 3 in French is good, but the jokes... I think this was a repeat. I remember reading this. So maybe you edited something. Oh, yeah. French sound voice actor is the same pitch in the English version. It's hard to kind of explain. I got you. I think I know what you mean. I also feel like Guy and Hawkgirl are working for Maxwell Lord, I believe. I think that's the implication, because Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, and Hawkgirl, their uniforms all have the Maxwell Lord logo on it, and they're all uniform. So I think they are privatized heroes. You got the government heroes with... I see some people think that maybe it's Ulysses, but I'm pretty sure, even if it's counter to a lot of the iterations, I'm pretty sure they're going with Ultraman. There's the superheroes working for the government. There's the privatized ones working for corporations, and I think Superman is going to be a rogue agent, just working for himself, doing good for, based on what he thinks is good, and I think that's going to bump heads with everybody else. I think that's what's going to be happening. The DCU killing off everybody would definitely be a bad choice, so I would have guessed that they would try to prevent the vision from coming true. Agreed. How are you liking Star Wars Skeleton Crew? I'm absolutely loving it. I'm having a blast with it. It's so wholesome. It's so much fun. I didn't think I was going to like it nearly as much as I did based on like the promotional stuff, the announcement, and the trailers. Trailers were fine, but yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. What's up, JC? If Man or Water is scared of something, you know it's serious. Very, very true. Favorite Christmas movie? Mine is Home Alone 2. Mine is probably also Home Alone 2. Or Violent Night, but no, probably Home Alone 2. So much nostalgia for that movie. Elf, also really good. My family chat is currently locked in the debate of, is Die Hard a Christmas movie or just a movie that takes place in Christmas? I am in the it's a Christmas movie camp. I argue that I understand both sides of it, but the whole point of the movie is he's trying to remedy this relationship with his family. He's trying to come home for Christmas, and he's got presents that he's bringing to his kids. His relationship with his wife is strained. It's about a family man trying to come home for Christmas, and a bunch of terrorists get in the way. And he literally has to fight to get back with his wife at the end of the movie and save her. So there's arguments to be made, but I think there's a pretty strong argument that it also encompasses Christmas values, you know, at its core, despite all of that. You know, obviously a lot of the action is distracting for it, but I think it's pretty damn solid. Have you played Shadow the Hedgehog? If not, do you know about Black Doom? I know about Black Doom, but I have not played Shadow the Hedgehog. I've read about that rather than played it, because I just wasn't into that idea. And I just realized this changed, and it should not have. I literally had it on loop. Alright, loop is back on. Last What If episode was so Pacific Rim. Kinda. A little bit, for sure. But there was a lot of Gundam and Voltron influence, for sure. Especially Godzilla, too. Especially considering Hulkzilla and everything. Have you ever considered making your own imp or Goetia Sona? If you're interested, I'd be happy to draw it for you. Where was it? I had one. Somebody made one for me at one point. But I don't remember what I did with it. Oh no, it was Yuli. It was Dark Lord Stolas on Twitter. She made me one. Yeah, I'd love one. I would love to have one. I don't have one like that I've made, but I would definitely not say no to one. Like even the profile picture that I use now was something a fan of the channel drew and just sent to me. It's cropped out, but on the shirt there's a little imp with a straw hat, like a Luffy straw hat, on the t-shirt itself, which was really cool, because that was the two things they watched on the channel, was my Hell of a Boss stuff and all my One Piece stuff. But I'd totally be down for that. I'd love that. Can I be first to applaud Elia Brown for both portraying young Furiosa and Maria Robotnik? Okay. I did not know she was young Furiosa. That's hilarious. I don't remember young Furiosa all that much, to be honest. I mean, she wasn't in the movie much, but I don't remember. Since the island was mentioned in Creature Commandos, do you think the world doesn't know about Wonder Woman yet? I thought they were talking about how the world does know about Wonder Woman yet. I thought that was the point of that conversation. It's the first time I've seen Amanda Waller scared. Same. At least in this. At least in, like, this medium. I wonder what Gunn's gonna do with the Metal Men. I'm kind of curious about that too, if that's just like an Easter egg or if he actually has plans to use them. For the record, I meant as a gift, not as an attempt to fish for commissions. I like your content. It's the least I can do as a viewer. Oh, no. You're perfectly fine. Either way, I'd love to see it. I love seeing shit like that, man. I love it. If the Polar Express was real, would you decide to go on the train? Probably not. I've never even seen that movie, to be fair. I kept putting it off. Well, get on it! I haven't started Cobra Kai. I think part of me still can't believe the concept worked. I remember when it was first announced and people were like, this is going to be dumb as hell. I was one of those people, because I thought it was going to be one really lengthy Funny or Die sketch. I didn't think it was going to take itself seriously at all, and it's one of my top 10 shows of all time. I adore it to death. What's up, Evil Twin Yard? Good evening, Omni. What's up? How you doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Do you think hold it? I kept combining their names both times I tried to say that. Do you think Hootie and Stolas would get along if they met? Probably not, I will say. Just because they're both elves, I don't think that means they will get along. Trust me, it works. Can you guess which actor is my profile picture? That's shit. I can't tell, but it kind of looks like, I don't remember his name. It kind of looks like the kid that played Billy in the live action Power Rangers reboot. But I can't, I honestly, I can't tell. I can't get, it's not a, I mean, it's a profile shot and it's really tiny. Season 4 of Harley Quinn is at least better than Kite Man, though. I didn't even bother with Kite Man. So hopefully there's not need to know information in there for Harley Quinn Season 5. I'm kidding. I'm not as worried about spoilers for Arcane as I am for the DCU and MCU stuff. Fair enough. You feel like they're going to take comic book route and have the heroes change the designs of the costumes in different movies? Like have upgrades? I mean, it's definitely possible. I think more heroes coming into this, like seeing Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, and all this kind of stuff in these outfits, I think we're going to see Superman inspire more heroes to go off on their own. Not be backed by the government, not be backed by a company, not do any of that kind of stuff, and just kind of do what they feel they need to do. I don't know. I like how Mr. Terrific's uniform is the only comic book accurate one, yet it fits well to Hawkgirl and Lantern. I do. It does very much so fit in line with their aesthetic, though, while Mr. Terrific's is just spot on what it looks like. I love it. He looks great. I actually forgot about What If. I'm not surprised if anybody did as well, man. I'm not gonna lie, I skipped Kite Man. Me either. Or me also. People are wondering if Home Alone is a Christmas movie. Duh. It definitely is. What's up, Rice Cake? Sup, Omni? Since this was such a good season finale, love your reaction to it. I wonder how long it'll be until we get season 3. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully not too long. At least we're gonna get some shorts in the middle. Why can't Die Hard both be a Christmas movie and action movie? I see Violent Night as action and Christmas. Well, that's literally Santa fulfilling the Christmas wish of a child. That's a little more clean cut. Yeah, you don't need to watch Kite Man. Guy Gardner animated series happening would be wild. That What If episode gave me Power Rangers vibes. There's a lot of things that kind of homaged, I'll say. Altai Christian. Who is that? Nothing comes up for that. I don't know who that is. Unless that was a fucking typo, Sean. I don't know who the hell. Oh, no. You were responding. That's all right. Thank you, Christian. That was you responding to that. I thought that was who you saying the actor was. My bad. Klaus is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. Have I seen it? I have. It's amazing. It's beautiful. You know it's serious when Waller shook. Black Doom is a big part of Shadow's origin. I wonder if they're going to dive into it or not. So you like Jurassic Park? It's my favorite movie. It's my all-time favorite movie. How do you feel about Jurassic World? It was an okay movie. How do you feel about them making more movies? I like the first one. I like the second one. 3. I mean, 3's better than the last 2 Jurassic World movies, in my opinion. Jurassic World, the first one, is okay. It was fun. I enjoyed it. At least more than the rest. It's probably number 3 out of the ones I've seen, and making another one definitely concerns me, but some of the people that are involved with it typically make good decisions when it comes to the projects that they involve themselves in. So hopefully that is enough that this may be better than the last batch that we got, but I'm like, we probably should have just stopped making them. Also, do you have a favorite Batman Rogue or favorite color scheme so I can use it for the drawing? Batman Rogue. Favorite Batman. I mean, I love the Joker, but I wouldn't go that route. Maybe Scarecrow. Next to Joker, Scarecrow is my favorite Batman Rogue. Black and red. It's my black, red, gray, monochrome even are some of my favorite color schemes. Hootie is not an owl. He's an owl-shaped worm demon. Is that spoilers I smell? Hi, Omni. It's going. How's it going? How are you? How are your furry friends? Everybody's got a little bit of a cold. Well, some of them did. Last week, a lot of them did. Now it's really just Indy's still kind of sniffly. Everybody else has kind of gotten over it. Don't know what the fuck happened there. But all that, everybody's doing pretty fine. I'm tired. I'm still fucking tired. Had a feeling Millie was preggo the second she started throwing up. When did she throw up? I don't remember her throwing up. So maybe there was more signs before I even realized it. Because I noticed her like mood swing, her like disconnect on the mission, but I don't remember. I just equated that to them partying hard, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember specifically a moment of her throwing up. Anyway, especially since I remember her VA kind of hinted at it on a panel last year. Vivian, what are you doing? Spoiling shit. Can't forget about Percy clapping cheeks with his BFS sister before ending up dead and resurrecting like Jesus. Yeah. I wouldn't call them best friends. They were very much so not on okay terms after he got her killed. But I get the idea. It's Blue Boy Billy. His name's RJ Kyler. I'll give it to you. Hell yes. Nailed it. He was also in Black Lightning. I remember that much. Got anything planned for Christmas? Editing Squid Game and editing What If. That's all I got right now on the table. The reason why I'm not a fan of Wally starting in the DCU as the main Flash means Barry could already be dead, and we see none of the character development for him. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean he's got to be dead. Wally and Barry exist simultaneously in a lot of iterations. And if he was in that Flash forward, that Vision as Kid Flash, that means Barry is currently Flash, right? So who knows? Love RJ. What's up, Wild Ama? How are you? I'm doing good. Saw your reaction to Sinsmas. Hell yeah. Glad you loved it. It was a wild episode, man. I'll be watching Gremlins for the first time for Christmas. I still need to watch the other Gremlins movies, man. We reacted to the first Gremlins for a Christmas reaction, and I loved it, man. It was so much fun. Wouldn't mind seeing a World's Finest type movie with Superman and Batman of the DCU. Would be fun. I'd love seeing that. I love that World's Finest kind of shit. Kevin in Home Alone is how you do, how do I put this? Lightly a sociopath if he makes all of these traps that can harm people, but is my favorite movie of all time. There's a lot of people that echo that sentiment. What do you think of Skeleton Crew? It is a lot of adventurous, pirate, wholesome space fun. I'm really enjoying it. So much more than I thought I would. Fantastic Four releasing in the same month as Superman is wild. Seen both regardless, though. Same. How do you feel about creating things and you're worried about not being original? I don't really worry about it at all, personally. I mean, if we're talking about like the videos I do, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. As an artist, I've completely next to almost lost my drive. I got my BA in fine art, and the journey to concluding that journey robbed me of the joy that it used to bring me. And I've not had the inspiration or drive to do anything since. It killed it. Like, it kind of did. I've been trying to, like, stoke that fire, though. And sketch and shit like that, but it's just so hard, man. This image is from the movie Harder They Fall. It's one of my favorite movies. I reacted to that. I reviewed it on the channel. If you're a patron, there's a full-length reaction for that movie. I don't remember him being in it. I honestly don't remember a whole lot about that movie. Animals get colds? They do. It's not a spoiler. King explained it loose. There's also Billy Cipher on the drawings. That's that one guy from that one show, right? I've been reading the Witcher books finally now, and that I have more time in the new year. I've only read the first one so far. I'm still trying to make my way through all of that. If you like Scarecrow, I highly recommend the Kodos and Rogues podcast if you haven't already listened. Voice Boss does phenomenal impressions of so many iconic villains and characters. It's a fan-made project, but it's fantastic. Never heard of it. This is the first I've heard of it. Well, Squid Game already came out? No, it's not out yet. It comes out in 4 days. It comes out in 4 days. Or Season 2 comes out. Season 1's already out, but Season 2 comes out in 4 days. Did you hear the theory that Kevin from Home Alone grew up as a serial killer in Jigsaw? Well, that's not a theory. That's just a fun thing people like to say. Toy got me, Omni. I keep forgetting Wally was Kid Flash in that video. In that vision, not the main Flash. But again, even if he was the main Flash, it would not bother me at all. I would really love Poison Ivy to be in the DCU. She's such a great character. I want her character to be deeply explored in live action. Same. Yes. I think that would be really... And he would just fit in really cool and really easily with everything that's going on. And the way that Gunn has set up this universe, it would fit right in. Ivy would definitely be a W. Glad to see you enjoying the tight writing of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 with 3 arcs this season. It stays fast-paced. 3 arcs. Damn. Because the people that help me edit those videos are taking some time off over the next 2 weeks. I am 2 episodes ahead of what's on YouTube currently. Wild shit, man. Great catch, Omni. Wally was Kid Flash in that vision, not main Flash as you said, but that was an unnamed Flash figure in that vision too. Though, that could be Barry. That's just what I've heard people say. I didn't validate myself. I'll just throw that out there right now. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 is pretty crazy, not gonna lie. She threw up the second they got to the human realm after she saw a snowman with some kind of light on its stomach. Oh, I thought it was like her reaction to all of the like gaudy lights and decorations and all of that. That's what I initially thought when that happened. Or maybe simply she was partying a little too hard back at the office. But I thought that was her reaction to all of the gaudy Christian stuff and the Christmas stuff. Have you watched Andor? Yeah, I've got reactions to all of Season 1. Check it out. I wonder if we see the same, if we would see the other Lanterns in the upcoming show like Jessica and Simon, especially Alan Scott. I wonder if Alan would be brought up in some way. The ones from the canceled version of the show? I mean, maybe. It's possible for sure, but I don't think... I mean, the story's been completely reworked from that original setup, so who knows now. We got Barbenheimer previously, now we got Super Fantastic. Everybody ready for Super Fantastic Weekend? Or Fantastic Man. Love it. That's funny. I'm loving the Bleach anime for 1,000 Year Blood War. Do you have a favorite Stern Ritter? Right now... Damn, I don't know. Hoshvalt shot up after this flashback episode. Outside of him, I'd probably say Basby, which also got highlighted quite nicely in this episode as well. Outside of them, I mean, Uryu doesn't count. I'm not counting Uryu, to be fair. Otherwise, I would just say Uryu. But it'd have to be Hoshvalt or Basby, I think. For sure. Yeah, Bill Cipher is from Gravity Falls. I'm excited for you to meet him. That'll be once we finish Owl House. At least right now, the plan is that's going to be the next one we jump into. Stop watching The Witcher show because it wasn't faithful to the books at all, in my opinion. Sorry for all the typos, but keyboard sucks currently. Yeah, dude, I tried so hard. I really loved the first season, and the first season was actually really, really faithful to the first book in a lot of ways. Season 2, even though I'm not familiar enough with the lore to like point out what didn't work, I thought season 2 was fine. It had some issues. It was not as clean as the first season by any means, but season 3 and that god-awful Blood Origins series, God, that was terrible. But season 3, I thought the first half was really interesting for going whatever lore is involved. I thought the first half was really good. The second half was fucking terrible. And with all the behind the scenes stuff and everything that came out about the way they talk about the source material, the way they talk about the story, the characters, and then what happened with Henry Cavill, I have no interest in watching what comes next. Hell, even before all of that. They had the perfect opportunity to transition that 2 episodes before they ended that season and still didn't even take that bait. They fucking... I can't with that. I'm done. I'm glad you didn't watch any of the Squid Game Series 2 trailers. They reveal so much. Really. Ugh. Yeah. I thought the teaser was enough for me. I'm good. I'm glad I didn't watch any of the other ones either. If your favorite villain is, what hero do you want as your nemesis? If you are a villain, what hero do I want as your nemesis? Probably someone that is incompetent as all hell. Who's a really shitty hero? That's who I want to be my nemesis. Somebody that just cannot stop me no matter how hard they try. I don't know. Fuck it. Plastic Man, but whatever. I don't know, man. I mean, Batman's my favorite hero from DC, at least. But I would definitely not want him to be my nemesis, because then I'd never get anything done. I don't know, Flash maybe, because the Flash is chill with a lot of his villains, a lot of his rogues. They have like a really like respectful relationship in a lot of ways, unless you're Eobard. Everybody else though, they have kind of an amicable kind of deal. Did you guys see the mistake they made in the new Hell of a Boss episode? Well, either it's a mistake or Via has Blitz as dad with a photo of Stola saved in her contacts. You might want to go back and relook at that. I've seen a lot of people make that mistake as well, and I initially thought the same thing until I went back and looked at it. Zoom in on that and read what it says. It's dad, and then in parentheses, under the portrait, it says calling from stupid boyfriend's phone. She knows Blitz isn't going to call her, but it also implies that it's not the first time that Stolas has used Blitz's phone to call his daughter. But she knows that if that phone number rings, that is her dad calling her. That's why that's there. They knew. They thought it. It's not a mistake. I thought it was at first too, but it definitely was not. A new Witcher book just came out in Polish. It'll be translated in English once it releases internationally in spring 2025. Yeah, I've got the whole series right now, and I'm so behind in all my reading, man. I still need to read Dune. I still need to read The Hobbits and the Lord of the Rings books, and I still need to finish the other 2 Witcher books that I have. Yes. His stuff is available on Spotify. If it interests you, it focuses a lot more on the POV of the Rogue, Scarecrow, and Riddler, but a ton of the Batman family are featured as well. Well, nice. I've watched The Inside Job. No, I have not. Did you ultimately decide what would you be able to attend Animate in a few weeks? It's totally okay if no. I just don't want to miss watching out to say hi. That kind of all, I haven't decided, but it all kind of depends on my brother. I think it was what, the 5th, right? I forgot to even we talked about it, but we haven't talked about it since then. So let me just message him. It kind of hinges on him because I don't want to make that drive because I'm definitely not going to be staying overnight, but I also don't want to make that drive by myself. Last time I tried something like that, dude, I had like a fucking crash. Not a literal crash, but like it was a struggle staying awake. I wouldn't be surprised if Barry is brought up by Hal and the Lanterns, since in the comics, aren't they best friends? They are very close. What's the favorite show you've ever watched? My favorite show of all time is The X-Files. Like, nothing comes close. I'd say followed quite closely by Breaking Bad, Friends, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, if we're talking shows that I've reacted to, Hell of a Boss, Has Been Hotel, Severance, Stranger Things. There's a lot. There's some really good shows that I've reacted to that I didn't even know about or care to watch until the channel. They advertised to do 3 comic book style arcs for S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4. No spoilers on length of each, but you'll know because there's a new title card for each one. Ooh, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Can't remember if I said this before, but have you watched Blitzit vs. Grandpa? It's a fun skit by Brandon Rogers that features Richard Horvitz. I have not. Haven't. I need to look up to that. I've heard about it, but I've never actually seen it. Have I played Spider-Man 2 game on the PS5? Yeah, I have a full playthrough of it on the channel, actually. Witcher Season 2 and 3 went away from the books, although Season 1 was my favorite. Same. Can we take a moment to talk about how sad Weasel's story was? I misjudged him so hard because I thought he was crazy from the start. That was what we were meant to believe. That's kind of the point, I think, at the end of the day, is that we look at these characters and we misjudge them. And I think that's the fun thing about Creature Commandos, that they're all just, again, what James Gunn does very well, these misfit characters, misunderstood characters, and, he shifts our perspective. Won't bother checking out Wizard Season 4 because of the recast. I might watch it in my own time just out of sheer curiosity, but I'm not going to put in any effort into covering the show anymore, especially after, because they lost so much good faith with just the execution of Season 3 for me, and that Blood Origins show, man. Brandon Rogers' videos are hilarious. Yes, they are. It's funny how the Witcher games adapted the world of the Witcher from the books better than Netflix did. I still need to play those at some point in my life. Sonic 3 spoiler, director's name appears in the credits. I never knew. How dare you? That moment in Suicide Squad when Rick Flag tells everyone the Weasel killed 20-something children hits different now. It really does. Is there a bad guy that only hurts worse, guys? Because that's who I want as my nemesis. I can accidentally forget to catch him. Punisher? He's morally gray, I guess. Or Azrael in DC, I'd say. Blood Origins was just an attempt to make a Witcher spinoff show. A new show called The Rats is being worked on. Also, not interested. Yeah, I'm not interested in anything Witcher related that they're doing currently. I have all the Witcher books, including Seasons of Storms. Well, yeah. Disney could never make Mufasa's songs go as hard as this one line from a certain song from Sonic 3, where it's like, my finger is on the button. Push the button. Just push the button. I want to play the Indiana Jones game, but I'll wait until it comes to PlayStation. Yeah, it's another game, man. I really want to play it, but I just don't have time. Did I watch the video Iñaki, his interview with Oda-san? Yes. Inyaki's Japanese was so impressive. Also, was there a sneak peek of number 3's hair? Really? I did not catch that. But was this a new one, or was it the old one when he was selected? Because I remember that one. I remember that when he met him for the first time. I remember that video. If there's a new one, I don't know. I haven't seen it. If there's a new one. Also, how do you like You Will Be Okay from Helva? You mean the new one, I Will Be Okay? Sorry to be that guy. You Will Be Okay is the song playing right now, which is still my favorite song in the show, currently. But it was really good. It was really good, really heartbreaking, super bittersweet. God, as many things in the episode was. If you read the complete manga of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc in Bleach, the ending was bad, in my opinion. I truly hope they make a much better ending in the anime and everything. Do you? I read the entire thing as it was coming out, and I hated it. It was my least favorite arc in the entire thing, and every week I felt embarrassed to be reading this story. But I needed to see it through because I've already gone this far, you know? The epilogue was fine, and that's really, at this point, the only thing I really remember. Like, so much of it was just so fleeting and so... just... I don't know. There was... I was so uninvested in the arc that I really forgot 95% of it. I remember the ending was super disappointing, and I thought the way that Yuvok dies was really disappointing. Or the way they succeed. I don't even remember if they killed him, to be fair. But however they won, I remember just the feeling of, really? That's it? So yeah, I do hope that, like many things the show has been doing, has been improving it, because it's been amazing to watch. It was awful to read. There was a lot of news finally about the Chainsaw Man film last night as a 2025 release this year, and the teaser trailer was released. I'm happy about it. Hell yeah, still need to watch that anime at some point. Scratch that, Octavia's song goes extremely hard too. Yes, it does. You heard of the Lego UCS Death Star coming out next year? It'll be sold for $100 or $10,000. No, I have not. Legos are already expensive. That is ridiculous. I want to play Witcher 1, but it's a 2007 game, and for what I hear, unplayable. It is being remade eventually, though. Is it? Have they said they were remaking the original game? I never tried to play that one. I tried to, I think it was, I don't remember if it was 2 or 3. I remember starting one of them, and the tutorial was just, it was just too complicated. I was like, this is too much information right out of the gate, and I stopped playing. 1,000, not 10,000. Okay, cool. That's still crazy. Halfway through playing Miles Morales, hoping to get Spider-Man 2 for Christmas. Hell yes. Miles Morales, man, that shit made me cry. It was so good. How do you feel about musicals? Love them. Do I have a favorite musical? It's a toss-up between... Man, damn, it can really go either way. It really depends on my mood, but my alternating couple are Hairspray, Rent, and Wicked. Am I forgetting one? I think that I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with that. There's a lot. I've got a lot of sentiment involved and buried in Rent. I think a lot of that too, because it came out when I was still in show choir, or the tail end of show choir when I was in Allstate, and it was just huge, man. We were just singing that shit all the damn time. I love Hairspray, and Wicked just fucking. It's just fantastic, man. It's just so good. But I also have a huge soft spot for all 3 High School Musicals. I love them, man. I love them. I've got like every edition of High School Musical 2. I have not seen Chicago. I will admit that though. I haven't seen that. In DCEU, Weasel could have killed 27 children, although the DCU could have changed that. Very good point, Radical. Very good point. I'd say Weasel's backstory is very close second behind Rocket. I don't know if it's that bad. Rocket's is real tragic. I don't know if it's that bad. How does Amanda Waller know about Rick Flag and the princess? I thought the same thing. How did she know about that? I asked that very same question in my video. How the fuck does she know that? Like, she's spying on the team somehow. I love what they did to The Witcher. Only reason I get an I am in charge Cavill. I am in charge. Cavill Warhammer 40k universe. That's a good point. After all the bullshit they pulled, that is, I guess, one way to look at it. I don't know jack shit about Warhammer, but I'm excited to check it out whenever they adapt it. Sorry I spoiled some of The Witcher 3 Omni with Siri. I don't give a shit. I already knew that. It's so fun that Blitz's love for horses started all because the animator is obsessed with horses, while Brandon Rogers hates them. It started off slowly. The animator just was creeping them in. Based on the story he tells, they would kind of put them in there. And I don't think they knew that he didn't like horses. I don't think they did, if I remember the way he said it. And that it's just snowballed. And it's gotten worse the more he's been public about his hatred of horses. Because now it's just ridiculous. It's so funny. Yeah, it's hilarious. Did you know the Karate Kid is a DC property? The original character is a member of the Legion of Superheroes and had his own comic book back in the 70s. Like the Karate Kid, like the movie, like Karate Kid with Daniel LaRusso, all that. No, they are not connected. There is a character, however, in the DC universe called Karate Kid. But it is in no way, shape, or form related to the actual films featuring Mr. Miyagi, just to clarify. But I did know that, because there was a huge thing about Batman being the one person who was ever able to match Karate Kid in a hand-to-hand fight and actually win. Do you hope that Via will leave her awful mother and go back to her dad and apologize to him? Solus is hurting so bad. Eventually, yes. Eventually, yes. I do think they will fix that. They will remedy that. I might actually get myself an Xbox Series S in April because there are some great games I don't want to play on that system. Nice. Nice. I have not bothered with Xbox since they stopped exclusively releasing their games on Xbox. You know, every Xbox title comes out on PC. So I play it on PC because one, it'll play better, and two, it saves me money and have to buy a new system every time they refresh. So the only consoles I buy now at this point is PlayStation stuff and Nintendo stuff. To this day, I'm still a massive hater of High Evolutionary, while my runner-ups are both Dolores Umbridge and King Joffrey. Those are all pretty pretty fair about all of that. Went Christmas shopping today for my parents now that I have more time since school is over for now. Hell yeah. Get that late shopping done. The new What If episode, it was so cool seeing Moon Knight. I really want and I'm waiting for a season 2. That was probably one of my highlights, was getting to see Moon Knight again. And Shang-Chi. Because fuck, man. What's up, Clap by the Manthus? How are you? Watch Witcher Season 4 starts and Geralt comes out of the shadows and says, I changed my face so villagers would be less scared of me. I'm curious because there's a lot of rumors floating around about what they're planning on doing to address it. And some of them are pretty stupid as all hell. So, like, fan insulting things. So who knows? Well, I'm curious how they'll address it, though. There is a new one. He interviewed Oda speaking in straight Japanese. They're on the set of Season 2. No spoilers except for some set designs. Oh, no, I have not seen the new one then. I'll have to check that out. I didn't realize that you'd been to art school. It wasn't art school. I didn't go to an art-specific school. I went to the art department of a regular college. I could not afford art school. It's so sad to hear how often it kills people's creative passions. I hope yours returns. It's rough, man. It was just so... I think the most daunting element of it was being so, like, boxed in to what they wanted, not what I felt and stuff like that. And it's just... It just felt so counter to, like, how the process should go. The only thing that was really left up to pure interpretation, I would say, would be our ceramics class, or the project I did for my final. But I was so torn. Not only was that also soul crushing at the time, but I was also, living on my own, working a full-time job throughout the final 3-4 years of it, because I had to do half semesters, so I had to drag my tenure out. So I didn't get it in 4 years. I got my degree in like 9 because I couldn't do a full, I had to do like part-time to live on my own and shit. And between the call center shit and like 40 plus hours a week doing that, and then going to have to do all of that, I had no energy to do damn near anything, and it was rough. And I think that helped. I think that helped chip away at my my passion as well. It just there's so much negativity, I feel like, that's attached to all of that right now. And plus, like, my attention span has just gotten so terrible since then. Like, the moment I sit down to start a sketch, I can't tell you the last time I finished something. Actually, no, I've finished a couple of sketches what I made myself do when I was I picked up my iPad to try to learn digital art a few months ago. I did finish a couple of little doodles, I'll say. I posted some of them, but yeah. Anyway, do you think Octavia was rational and right with how she acted with Stolas trying to talk to her? I don't think that's relevant. I don't think it matters. The point is, she's a teenager in a broken home with depression, and she acted like a teenager in a broken home with depression. And from her point of view, rational or not, how she acted is expected and fair. From her stance, from what she knows and the information she's working with. She tried, and it was hard. You know, I would say right is a moot point. Rational, no, but that's real. And yeah, I don't know. I will die on that hill. That it sucks, but that is real. I have been in that spot. I have been Octavia in that position. So yes. Crypto alone will push Superman movie above $1 billion. Why? Kids. Nothing beats a boy and his dog. We'll see. I hope it does well, man. It really does. That Superman trailer gave me goosebumps. Same. Seeing it at the theater ahead of Sonic was surreal. I loved it. What else was even more surreal was actually going to a movie theater and seeing a trailer for a new Karate Kid movie. That was wild. Obviously, I already reacted to it, but actually seeing it at the theater, it just did something to my brain, man. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra should be a good game. I hope so. All we've seen are like pre-rendered cinematics, so I hope the game itself is good. Or at least all I've seen. I don't know if they've released anything new since then. Most favorite and least favorite Joker actors and performances. My least favorite Joker... Hold on. I'm just making sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Okay. Yeah. Jared Leto. Least favorite, Jared Leto. Favorite, if we're including animated, Mark Hamill. If we're talking strictly live action, Heath Ledger. Man, I don't think anybody's done it better than Heath Ledger. Honorable mention for great is Cameron Monaghan. His Jokers on Gotham were phenomenal, underrated, not talked about enough. What's up, Sammy? Haven't watched many of your reactions, but I really loved your Ted Lasso reactions. It's by far my favorite series ever. How do you feel about it coming back and without Jamie? I'm so mixed on that. You know, as much as I'm ready for more, once they said that he won't be coming back because of scheduling, I was like, ah. Damn it. I love it, man. Ted Lasso was a surprise and amazing, and probably one of the shows that have made me cry the most that we have watched here. Like full on weep. Both from sadness and happiness. What's my all-time favorite Christmas movie? I think somebody asked this earlier. We kind of talked about it a little bit. Probably Home Alone 2. I think Home Alone 2. Witcher 1 is being remade, confirmed. Yeah, so that would be can add more open world elements to the game. Please don't ruin Witcher 1 with that stuff. With what stuff? Open world stuff? The Flash and Supergirl isn't your favorite musical? Those are some of my favorite episodes of those respective shows, were the musical episodes, yes. Have I seen the movie Tick, Tick, Boom? I have a review of it, and if you are on Patreon or a YouTube member, there is a full-length reaction to that film. I do not have a YouTube edit of it, because I don't know how people post musicals, man, on YouTube, and I didn't even bother to try with that one. So I do have a full-length reaction to that on the channel over there. Ever seen Chicago? No, I have not seen Chicago. I've not seen Moulin Rouge, though I know Moulin Rouge is not the same, but I've not seen either of those two things. Rachel Brosnahan looks so perfect as Lois Lane. Pete Cassie, in my opinion. David Corenswet looks amazing as Clark/Superman. Likewise. Besides the next Witcher game trilogy, they also are making a Witcher spin-off game, multiplayer elements on top of a single-player campaign with quests. Some things just don't need multiplayer. I feel like that's one of those. What are some of your top Disney movies? Lilo and Stitch is my favorite Disney movie. Probably followed by The Lion King. Emperor's New Groove. Love that. Soft spot for that. I'd say that's like more of a guilty pleasure compared to some of the other stuff. Aladdin. Those are definitely some of my favorites, though. But the songs from the songs from Little Mermaid, though, love that shit. You really should definitely recommend Chicago. It's freaking good. Already seen a lot of TikToks of the scene where Belinda walking with her friends and books, and what is this feeling? So sudden and new. What do you think of the pop culture references in Creature Commando so far? I mean, they've been fine. There's nothing egregious by any stretch. Nothing that's been like, nothing just made me cringe or anything like that. I thought they've all been pretty tasteful and funny. Is it far-fetched to call Brandon Rogers the modern-day Jim Carrey? I would say only in the fact that he's very niche, while Jim Carrey is like a massive household name. Brandon Rogers is not near that level in that way, but he's funny as fuck, dude. How can you not like horses? Very tasty animals. I'm definitely not a horse guy. I don't hate them, but they freak me out a little bit. I'm actually playing Witcher 2 on my PC. Hell yeah. I'll be seeing Wicked in the cinema finally after Christmas. I'm so excited. I hope you enjoy it. It's fantastic. Go back and watch the credits of the original Karate Kid. It states it there as well. But they're not like the same character. They may have had to license it due to the name, but it's not the same. Like, because of when it came out, if anything, they probably had to do something to like subvert the naming scheme, because DC would have had the rights to the title of the movie. But yeah, no, it's not based on it whatsoever. Yes, there it is. Yeah. The filmmakers received permission from DC Comics in 1984 to use the title for the film and its sequels. That's it. So I was right. I got the comic that the Supergirl film is based on called Woman of Tomorrow. Hell yeah. I've heard it's really good. How do I feel about Sinsmas? It was fucking awesome. For more on that, listen to my 20-something minute discussion about the episode. Hot take, PlayStation has the best exclusive. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that is the most base take that exists. The runner-up, I think, would even be Nintendo. Xbox has dog shit exclusives. The ones they do have are pretty stand out. Halo is the only good exclusive that Xbox has, just off the top of my head. That is innately, naturally, purely Xbox or Microsoft. That's it. Like, I literally, up until like I was talking about the whole switch to PC stuff, the only reason I would have an Xbox was for whatever new Halo came out. That was it. That was it. Hot take? That maybe. Who knows? Favorite / least favorite movie I've reacted to. That might be a little tougher to get into. Least favorite movie? Probably The Shadow. Probably The Shadow. That was such a weird movie, but I don't have that on here. That is purely, again, like with Tick Tick Boom, that was before I started editing my reactions for YouTube. I have a full length of that on Patreon, but probably that. Probably that. Favorite movie I've reacted to. There's too many. There's too many for me to pick one. So I don't know. I was never clear as to why Henry Cavill isn't The Witcher anymore. Nope, just a lot of hearsay. Geralt has face surgery. Don't give Warhammer 40k a try. I got one book from a friend, and now I'm 41 books deep, and I have a miniature collection more expensive than my car. Yeah, I don't want to get into it for that reason. It'll be insane if HBO eventually makes a Witcher show. Well, they'd have to get the rights for that first. Really sucks that Cavill isn't doing The Witcher anymore. He was so freaking good. Agreed. Will previous Supergirls have cameos in the Supergirl movie? Maybe. Maybe. As other characters, possibly. I wonder if Gunn has decided on Blue Beetle being a part of the new DCU yet. Yeah, they said that as much. He announced that pretty publicly around the releasing of the film. There was never really a decision on whether or not. He said definitively that the character would continue on in the DCU. They are currently working on the animated series for Sholo's Blue Beetle follow-up. As far as whether or not they get another live-action movie in the DC universe, I talked to Sholo about it, and he had said that it kind of all, like many things, rides on the success of Superman. Because if Superman doesn't do well, James Gunn said this himself as well, if this movie doesn't do well, they're not going to make all the other movies that they planned. They're not just going to keep throwing shit out and hoping it sticks. So if Superman doesn't work, the DCU just dies right there from what they've said. Reports just came out that Andor Season 2 is the most expensive Star Wars project ever with a $290 million budget. Really? That is a huge step up from what they had before. Could Crypto be in Supergirl film? I don't know. I don't know wholly what the whole story is about, but isn't it she's stranded? So I don't know if it would make sense if Crypto was there. Then again, she was in that vision, so maybe by this point, present day, she's already made it to Earth. So maybe. I feel like Octavia from Season 1, Episode 2 of Hello Boss didn't change one bit in comparison to Octavia, Episode 12 of Season 2. I mean, she hasn't really been given the opportunity to do so, and not a lot of time has actually passed since then. What's up, emo girl? How are you? Oh yeah, they're making a new Karate Kid movie. Is Karate Kid multiverse, or it has to do with Cobra Kai? It is set 3 years after Cobra Kai. I believe he'll be. I've seen various comments about that. Yeah. Oh. This one? About the crypto thing? I mean, maybe. The thing that sold me on the ruse of Hydra was this, created by the Uncharted games. Creator of the Uncharted games. Oh, Rise of Hydra. Gotcha. New Karate Kid movie looks pretty awesome. It does. I'm still keeping my guard up, though. That's for sure. Least and most favorite Lex Luthor. Least favorite, I think just by definition, Kevin Spacey. You just have to pick Kevin favorite is undisputably Michael Rosenbaum in my book. I don't think anybody touches him. Where does Joaquin Phoenix land between Heath Ledger and Jared Leto? So I'd go Heath, Cameron, Jack, and I don't like Jack Nicholson. I like his movies. I don't like him, to be honest. But no, I'd probably even put him under Cesar Romero, to be honest. I don't know. But he's still good in his own way. Like, he's great as an actor. But like, as far as like the Joker, I love that movie too. But as far as he's not the Joker in that by any means. Speaking of, I need to still do that review. God, watch me drop it on the 31st. I still need to post a review for that fucking movie. Yeah. I wouldn't even put him in bad category. I don't even think Leto's Joker is terrible. In the Suicide Squad, he was whatever. He was fine, but I say grimacing. I don't know. Whatever. Bottom, but still good. Oh yeah, Cameron Monaghan was one of the major highlights of Gotham as Jerome and Jeremiah's Jokers. Yes, he was so good. He got to play like all of the different kind of versions of him, and he was really good. Favorite series and movie this year, and what is your worst? I haven't seen as many movies as I would have liked this year. As far as shows, favorite show this year, does Hell of a Boss count? If not, Has Been Hotel. Definitely favorite that I can think of off the top of my head right now. As far as most impact to my life as of current, I'm just curious. I mean, I wish there was an easier way to sift through this stuff. Arcane was fantastic. Cobra Kai, obviously fantastic. Superman Lois, obviously fantastic. Oh, there's also Legend of Vox Machina. Here I am just like being all in my head and recent. Fuck. Hold on. Oh my god. So much came out this year. I covered so much shit. Here we are. Okay, I'm in July now. I'm just trying to refresh myself with everything that's come out. Fallout. Forgot about Fallout and Shogun. Forgot about Shogun, man. This shit was so long. Hey, man, how about Halo Season 2? Halo Season 2 is amazing, right? Right? Okay, all right. I think that's good enough. What was the question again? Favorite series. Favorite series that came out this year. You know what? I'm going to disqualify Hell of a Boss because it did not come out this year. It did finish this year, though. Cobra Kai is still ongoing. So I'm going to go with Vox Machina. I mean, there still Has Been Hotel. Vox Machina, though. I still enjoy Vox Machina probably the most. I'll probably go with Vox Machina, I think. It's probably my favorite series this year. Even above Arcane. But I will say movie this year is The Wild Robot. Which is not out yet. My reaction should be out. Hopefully, I mean, I need to find energy to finish to review the edit, but it should be out tomorrow. Worst, I don't know. Acolyte. Movie, I don't know. I've been very selective about the movies I went to see. Oh no, hold up. Joker. Joker 2. Joker 2. Depends on how they do multiplayer in The Witcher. I hope they don't force the multiplayer on me and I can choose to play the single player campaign. This new clue, still hilarious. Yes, it is. Comparing Jim Brandon to Jim Carrey is crazy. What? Love Hairspray and Rent 2. Greatest Showman is on my list. I have not seen it, and I didn't see it just because I have this weird thing about kind of glorifying a sociopath and an asshole and kind of shining a tee-hee ha-ha thing on his life. I don't know. I was like weird about the fact that we had that real world person at the center of this grandiose movie, and I'm just like, he's kind of a piece of shit. And I never watched it, but I think I just need to set that aside and watch it because people love that movie. Next film I've seen was Captain America: Brave New World. Nice. Never said it was the same character, just the DC owns the property. Well, I thought you were implying that they own the Karate Kid, which they don't. Like, that Karate Kid. They don't own any of that. Like, they don't own the Daniel LaRusso Miyagi movies. Because that's what it sounded like you were saying. How Superman created in the comics. There's different origins, but I don't really remember, to be honest. Fable is another good Xbox exclusive, if it is an exclusive in my opinion. Wasn't this the remake of I don't remember. I never played Fable, to be honest. Stella barely sees Via as her child since she refers to Via as his daughter and not our daughter, our or mine. Very true. And I mentioned that in my thing. She's just a piece. She doesn't give a shit about her daughter. She's just a pawn in this game. Another good musical movie is Bugsy Malone. It's one of my childhood movies. Never heard of that. Never heard of that. I want to get into Warhammer 40k. The Shadow, as in who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of the men. That Shadow, it was the one with Alec Baldwin, I think. Octavia from Helva and Charlie from Has-Been make good friends. VAs know each other from being in the OG cast of Mean Girls musical. Oh, that's cool. Anthony Graffio. He was created in a Fantastic Four style story in a Superman comic years ago. I don't know who that is. Do you think Krypto in the movie was with him since he was a baby in the pod, or when he came to Earth, or somehow he was a regular dog who got Clark's powers? I mean, there's no way for me to know that right now. I have no way to guess on that one, man. Henry Cavill apparently left because he loved the books and the show. Well, he didn't leave. I think he was graciously shoved out. I mean, but then again, no one really knows. There's a lot of hearsay about what happened behind the scenes. Of what I heard, he was, like, fired. But I don't know. Greatest Showman is also recommended. I think Gunn should at least wait until he gets about 4 films out in his DCU, because then he'll know if fans are liking his universe so far. I don't know, man. I really think that the studio is going to hinge it all on this movie, but we'll see. Just his words, not mine. I know you can't stand Alien Resurrection, but I can't resist anything with Brad Dourif included, whether it's amazing or miserable. That's fair. He was very much so forgotten component of that movie. Jackie Chan forgot about Jaden as his student, I guess. Yeah, seems like it. Or it wasn't as impactful as one would think. What's up, Red Storm? Just stopping by the stream for a bit. Well, welcome for while you're here. Haven't watched Joker 2 yet, and don't plan to. Not really missing much. Anytime Dourif says something in any movie or show, when he's not Chucky, I can't unhear Chucky's voice at all. Nice, man. I kind of run into that too sometimes, but I've seen a lot of stuff with him, just as him, That I think I don't really run into that problem as much as you would think I would. Who do you like more with Kara, Jimmy or Brainiac? Brainiac. I like Brainiac and Kara more, I think. I know he's inspired badly by an astronaut crash with his family, I think. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Love how Chan did not mention Jaden as his Karate Kid. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Not a spoiler, Sonic 3 definitely bested Mufasa in the opening weekend. Yes, it did. It definitely did. I am so glad that it did. My least favorite Lex is Jesse Eisenberg. Most favorite was Michael Cudlett's. Nicholas Holt's Lex will hopefully be great. Hey, I'm Michael Rosenbaum, man. He just did it all. Eisenberg, man, I just like. If it wasn't Kevin Spacey, maybe I would agree, but Jesse Eisenberg, is at least as far as we know, hasn't been on trial for diddling. Anyway, Love Stolus, me too. Don't know how you keep all these shows straight. I would get so mixed up, especially if in same IP. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking weird. I don't remember jack all from school at this point, outside of a couple of things, but I can tell you all kinds of shit about the random stuff I watch. But I do end up forgetting small details, especially when there's like huge gaps and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a skill in of itself. Yeah, I didn't like his Lex, but he's still not Kevin Spacey. N could easily be BFFs with Charlie or even Moxie. If you don't know Fizz. And yes, a good story, good memory. Wishing everybody a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Super excited to see Series 2 of Wednesday next year and Omni's reaction to it. I am excited for that as well. Yes, yes, yes. Favorite Lex, not having seen Smallville, is the guy from Season 4 of Titans. Too bad he was only in one episode. The fact that they were hyping him up so much and he was just in that one episode was fucking ridiculous. No, he wasn't just in one episode, right? He was like in a 1.5, something like that. Or was it just one episode? Here's hoping Minecraft will be up there with Sonic and Fallout. I don't give two rats' asses about Minecraft. But we'll see. I'm not a Minecraft guy. I'm on part 210 for Hell of Boss. Hell yeah, man. You should watch Demon Slayer. I want to eventually. It's definitely on my list. The Stolus Top. The Wild Robot. We gonna have a crying Omni? I don't know if I like cried, but I definitely like, I know, I can't remember, to be honest. Like, so much was like an emotional blur. I know I was smiling ear to ear, like misty-eyed through a lot of the movie. But yeah. So Octavia Anna, Love Stolus, watch Demon Slayer. No spam, please. What's the latest on Mando, Ahsoka, etc.? Ahsoka's season 2 supposedly is going to be the final season of that show. Mando and Grogu's story ends with the movie, supposedly. That's all I know right now. What was the most surprising series or movie of this year? The Wild Robot. Surprising series, Skeleton Crew. A lot of the things that I found great, I kind of expected to be great. I didn't expect to like Skeleton Crew, and I know it's not over, and it's not even going to be finished this year. But I'll put that in there for right now, because it's recent and it's fresh in my mind. Let's see. Greatest Showman movie is going to get you emotional. All the songs are so good. I love the cast too. Lordy, you might be surprised on how many historical figures are pieces of crap, one way or the other. Oh, I know. Barnum and Bailey, man. I just don't like it. I just don't like the shit that he did. You know, I don't know. I don't know why. Specifically him. All the fucking scams and cheatery and all the stuff, all the things. You know, I don't know. And then he's like grandstanding and blah 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 bubbly 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 bubbly. Like I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Felix? There's a Fable remake coming in 2025. I knew that. Grace Showman has amazing performances, songs. Bugsy Malone is unique, a 20s gangster musical with an all-child cast. What the hell? Okay. Any plans on reacting to Heartstopper? Like I meant? Well, actually, I don't think I've mentioned. Yes, I am reacting to Heartstopper. It is the poll winner for what is going to be replacing the bear. However, I'm not going to be starting it immediately. I'm going to be starting it in February, but Heartstopper is coming. And I'm not like against British shows. It's just, you know, Pulse. Was I saying Barnum and Bailey? P.T. Barnum. God damn it. I even fucked up there. P.T. Barnum. And his fucking Fiji mermaid scam. God. There's an X-Files episode about that. My best friend said Joker 2 would make me lose brain cells. It's not that bad, I'll say. Given your favorite style, shows and films, what would be an absolute worst if they would do them? Think along the lines of something like The Craft, a musical. Actually, worse they could do to them. I don't know that I understand the question. What would be the absolute worst they could do to the show? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not. I can't say. Not right now, at least. I need time to kind of ponder that one. To see the animated Lord of the Rings movie, the new one, I don't care. The old one, I've seen the animated Hobbit. I think that's about it, though. Is it the Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings? Whatever it was. There was an animated one along the way with the googly little hobbits and stuff. I remember that vaguely when I was a kid, but the new one, I have no interest in checking it out. I might check it out one of these days, but I might check it out. But I'm not going to the theater to watch that thing, man. Looks ugly as hell to me. What's up, Pink Sun? How are you doing? Never saw Kevin Spacey as Lex? Don't worry about it. Anthony Cyborg created him by using some DNA and crypto tech. Kal-El ship from the orbit, and it came from the first Superman story of the death of Superman. Wait, are we talking about Cyborg Superman? Because he's Hank Henshaw. He was a person first. Or are we talking about how Crypto got his powers? Here's a great 2025. Are your reactions, Omni? Much success in life too. Well, thank you. Have you ever watched Labyrinth? I have. I didn't like it the first time I watched it. Watched it again later as an adult, and I did indeed find it quite charming. But I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it when I watched it for the first time for some reason. Just reacted to The Ref as a Christmas movie, and after starting it, I see Kevin Spacey. Internally, I went, mistakes may have been made. Hey, man, it happens, man. You can't always account for every problematic actor in the world. If they release another Superman trailer in 2 or 3 months, would you watch it or wait until the movie releases? I'll watch the official trailer, but I won't watch anything after the official trailer. Overall rating for 9 out of 10 of Season 2, Episode 12 finale. I'd say 9 out of 10. Maybe, yeah, I'd say 9 out of 10. What's up, Rabon? We actually follow each other on Twitter. I want to stop by and say chat for a while, and chat gets too much. Are you doing well? Much love for Australia, as always. Well, shouts out. Well, welcome. I may have taken a minute to get to your chat, but that happens. How are you doing? What's your, just so I know, what's your Twitter handle? I don't remember. Sounds definitely a surprising series for me. Love how long these streams are. Omni, I don't like P.T. Barnum either. I was disappointed that Hugh Jackman made a movie about him. And to my understanding, it doesn't touch on any of that stuff. Like, it's pretty, like, known. It's like a complete rewrite of his. That was like a complete rewrite of history. Those not even like up to interpretation. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, what about the Young Royals series? Any plans? I have no idea what that even is. So that's a no for right now. Is there a release date for The Last of Us Season 2? I don't think there is a actual date yet. At least if there is, I don't know. I'm going to see Sonic 3 this week, and seeing so many people have mostly good things to say about it makes me so excited. I love Shadow. If you love Shadow, I think you're really going to love the movie. As in what they could do, as in like what could they do to the X-Files to make him go, oh dear God, why have you forsaken me? Let's see. They were floating around the idea of doing like a animated X-Files comedy. Like a bunch of interns working at the X-Files office, which that in and of itself doesn't make sense. And yeah, it didn't take off. That I don't think that would fit. Like, X-Files and comedy do go hand in hand in a way, in doses. Like, it's funny. Like, there's some genuinely hilarious episodes. But a workplace comedy, I feel like that just kind of takes... I don't know. I don't think that fits. And they were kind of trying to pitch that. Ironically enough, that was something the creator of the show was pitching. Not that I agree with everything that he's ever done. You know, because season 10 and 11... the fucking revival. Meh. Anyway, I don't think that would have been a good idea. Wait, is that Hell of a Lost music in the background? Yes, indeed. It's my go-to stream music currently. What are we doing today? Greetings from Germany, by the way. We are just hanging out. We are just chatting. Once I catch up with the chat, though, I am probably going to break for dinner and then get to work on either taking a nap or starting working on Wild Robot for tomorrow. Whichever comes first. I'm going to have to nap at some point either way. Going back to an earlier comment, it's Cyborg Superman Anthony and I are talking about. Sorry about that. All good. All good. How would you feel if James Gunn gave his Batman the white eyes like Marvel did with Logan? I don't like it in live action. I'm one of those people, man. I think it looks goofy as all hell in live action. If they did it and made it look good, sure. But I haven't seen it done well in a way in live action to where I'd be okay, I'd be fine with it. Do you make New Year's resolutions, Omni? I do when it's 11:45 on December 20th or 31st. I used to. I don't even bother at this point. All child cast pretending to be adults in the 1920s, but not in a creepy way. Their guns shot cream. Huh. That sounds really surreal and kind of interesting, to be honest. Also, don't know a lot about Superman, but just the dog will make me go watch, not gonna lie. Fair enough. Maybe, hopefully that'll work on a lot of people. Should they do the same thing with all DCU trailers with the electric guitar for the Superman theme? A Batman theme like that would be awesome. I think specifically for Batman is because they did that because of the national anthem. And this is kind of, Superman in this movie is meant to be indicative of America as a country right now, as per James Gunn's words. And that's what it evoked to me was the national anthem, but playing the Superman theme. I think that's the intent. I don't think that's going to be the intent for every hero. Just finished watching Arcane Season 2. Do you think Jinx survived or not? Yes. I think 100% she survived. Jason O'Mara's voice is so good as Batman. I could still hear him, a little bit of it when he played Mace in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Likewise, I was wondering, like, why does this guy sound so fucking familiar right now until I saw his name on the cast list. Would you say Stargirl and Superman and Lois were some of the most consistent CWDC shows? Also would have loved a crossover between them. Yes, I would also throw Arrow into the mix of that. Sure, season 4 exists, but it's still, by comparison, one of the more consistent shows. I'd put Arrow in that mix, but yes. Here's a did you know? It's been stated about why Superman gets his trunks back, but did you know that in 1938, trunks were based on circus strongmen? Yes. Oh yeah, I definitely know that. That was the whole idea, was for him to mimic the strongmen of the carnivals, of the circuses. You know, since he was, in fact, a strong man. It's kind of what they went for. And then I think David Cornsweet was talking about in an interview here recently about the reason he wears trunks is he tries to emulate professional wrestlers so the kids find him more approachable. X-Files animated comedy like Lower Decks for Star Trek? Yes, that was kind of the idea that they were going for. The reason why, by the way, because my nickname, or my actual name, Amelia, is Millie. Oh, okay, I know. I got you now. Millie. My friend once called me Windmill as a nickname, so I put the two together, and here we are. Well, hell yeah. Fun little story. I don't know why I worded things so weirdly. I'm not very lucid currently. All good. All good. Andor Season 2 may have a big budget. Makes sense since they are going to more planets. I can't wait for that, man. Season 1 was so good. And because of the success and the critical reception, I'm blanking on his name right now, but the showrunner, the creator of the show, said they have pretty much been completely hands-off for Season 2 and letting him do whatever the fuck he wants, which is nice to hear. Have I seen the Muppet Christmas Carol movie? Best Christmas movie ever? I have seen it. I don't remember it. I haven't seen it in a long, long, long time. I know I used to like it, but I have not seen it in decades. Which you would rather have? Superman and Lois Season 5 or My Adventures with Superman and Lois Season 5? I would definitely love to have Season 5 of Superman and Lois more than I would have. I love My Adventures with Superman, but it doesn't touch Superman and Lois to me. Did you ever watch the Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen? I have. I think he's a great Santa. I think those movies definitely have a charm, for sure. You looking forward to Doctor Who Christmas special? I forgot we're having a Christmas special. Please, dear God, what day is that coming out? I haven't seen a trailer. I haven't seen anything for it. Oh my God, dude. You know what? I can tell you, Christmas Day, I'm probably going to fall behind on my what if stuff. Because we got Doctor Who that day. We got Squid Game that day. We got a what if that day. And I think we also have a Creature Commandos that day. Well, that night we have a Creature Commandos. I'm gonna be working all day Christmas. God damn it. I wanna Superman better not kill anyone like he did in Zod. I would be shocked if Gunn had him do anything like that. If there's any character in Wild Robot I would immediately relate to as an autistic, it was Bright Bill. I thought Bright Bill was nice. I love Bright Bill. I loved Rossum, man. Roz. Am I on Blue Sky? I am. We need more shows like Andor and Star Wars Universe. Yes, we do. For Season 2. Yas. Have you heard of a series called Dairy Girls? It's a comedy taking place in 90s Ireland. It's fantastic. I have definitely never heard of that one. Heard of a small head character in Owl House that you refer to as Football. It's apparently the creator's self-insert from one of her old comics and is actually voiced by her. I didn't know that the character was voiced by them, but I didn't know that little detail. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know the character's name, so I just called the character Football. Christmas Day. Superman will no doubt be the biggest movie of 2025 next to FFF. We will see. I hope so. Star Wars Christmas Special is the greatest Christmas show ever in Neil mode. Fight me on that. God, the fact that that's shown up twice now in Skeleton Crew is crazy. Have I heard of Epic the Musical? It sounds familiar, but I don't know really anything about it. It's a Christmas special. Extrapolate, man. I was hoping that maybe it would come out on Christmas Eve. Just a different day. You spend time with your loved ones, man. We can definitely wait. The algorithm won't wait. Need them views, man. Need that ad revenue. God damn it. It's fine. I can relax later. That's what January is for. That's what January is for. Hopefully. I always say that and then relaxation never comes. I've said the same shit for the last 4 months. Squid Game Season 2 is December 26th, not Christmas Day. Yeah, but that's that night. Is what I mean, though. So, I will be up at 3 in the morning later that night to work on that. Technically, I guess you're right. It's something I can do later. But later, for me, would be still the same day. Anyway, people can wait. It's Christmas. People are people, man. We'll see. Dude, not even I'm watching Doctor Who and What If on Christmas Day. Let some of your series reactions go. You seem overextended. It's crossed my mind. I did overextend by a lot, I think, by opening another slot. Because I underestimated, like, my gaps. Like, when there's not a lot to do, between, especially inviting One Piece into the mix and Owl House into the mix. You know, they're not hard to edit, but they were just time-consuming. Like, I might have to put some things on pause next week. That might be what I have to do. At least. And focus on the priority shows, at least. You should let go of some of the shows, except the ones I like. See, that's the thing, though. Everybody likes something different, though. Gonna be hurting somebody, no matter what I do. But good night, Omni. Happy holidays. You as well. Let's say the DCU Let's Pray Superman succeeds. I'm not saying it needs to make $1 billion, but at least even half that is a success. I love unintentional bisexual lightning. It's such a vibe. Favorite Disney character? Stitch. I have... Well... It's not as there as it used to be. I used to have like a Stitch corner of stuff over here off camera. I love Stitch. Stitch. Hope you get some time with your loved ones and you have a great time on Christmas. We'll see. We'll see. You know what would be awesome? A superhero Christmas special. That would be cool. My bad, I forgot to release at 3 a.m. Why doesn't Netflix just release shows at 9 p.m. on 26? I don't know, man. They're just fucking... I don't know. I don't know why they do this shit, man. My friends who were fans of Superman Lois said they got more seasons. Said if they got more seasons, they wondered if Tom Helbing would want to do Zod, and they would basically... A lot of the kids' shows would do Chris Kent. Well, they said they'd do Brainiac and Darkseid if they got more seasons. That's what they said in interviews, so who knows. Usually I like some of the series for ones I like that aren't available for dropping. Oh my god, Jill's cat is adorable, assuming that it's their cat. Take some time off, we can wait. Chris Kent's origin, I know he's Zod's son. That's it. Can't recommend Epic the Musical enough. It's not even if it's not a reaction. Take a break on Christmas. I might have to. I might try. How do you feel about the live action Stitch? I mean, the fact that they're making a movie kind of irritates me. I hope this Mufasa thing tanks purely just to send a message. Because I think they thought this was bulletproof. Hence why I think, no one moved. They really did this fucking... they played chicken with Sonic on the same day. And I don't know. But at least, though, the one thing I could say is that the animated Stitch looks so much better than I thought it ever could. I don't know what it's about Alien Thrill being tolerable than Resurrection, despite suffering from a lot of mental immorality issues. I mean, I just think it's a better movie, Alien 3, even if it is garbage. Are you planning on reacting to the Amazing Digital Circus Surface questions over use already? It is something I'm kind of keeping in the back of my head. I just don't know when. Like I mentioned in Murder Drones, I am planning on finally given it a chance, but I don't know when. Doesn't release at midnight on the West Coast, at 3 a.m. on the East Coast. Yep. But I consider those the same day for me because of the way my sleep schedule works. What's up, Helga? Is that Hell of a Boss playing? I just finished watching your reaction to The Impossible. And yes, it's a hard movie. By the way, thank you for blurring specific moments of that movie. I can't deal. Yeah, one of which I know technically for YouTube, I probably didn't need to blur, but I know I thought about either putting in a little like text blurb as a heads up. I think I know the point you're talking about. Because there's some things that obviously I needed to blur, and then there's one thing that I made the choice to blur. I felt like with the movie, it would be a little weird and disruptive to just kind of insert a little text blurb, so I just ended up just blurring it instead of giving like a little, hey, skip to here, blah, blah. So, you are more than welcome. I knew some people would see at least the moment I'm thinking of. Maybe we're thinking of different moments, and yeah. How are you doing today, Omni? I thought I'd ask since I'm not sure if anybody has asked yet. Oh, yeah, people have been asking, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. A little verging on burnout, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I've definitely been worse. Might just have to wait until What If Season 3 is over before I binge it. The Impossible is so good. You heard of the Society of Snow? Some same people faithful to what actually happened. I've seen it come up a lot, especially after that movie coming up, and it's on my poll list, but it hasn't won yet. Remember more movie crossovers like AVP and Freddy vs. Jason? What would you think of Superman vs. Aliens? I know there's a comic about it. I just don't know how that would work. I know that comic exists. I just don't understand how it works. I think Superman's on there's like a red sun or something like that. It's just silly. Then, oh, they're talking about Jill's cat. Oh, R.I.P. That's always so difficult, man. But guys, I have to call it here. I need to get some food in my tummy. I need to take a nap. And I need to get the wild robot nice and ready for you all for tomorrow, so that I'm not putting that off even more. I think we're thinking about the same moment. It's the leg. I just can't. Okay, so we're not thinking about the same moment. I was thinking about the dog. But yeah, the leg, though, I don't think YouTube would have liked me showing that. The leg was just, yeah, no. That was just, that. I had to blur that, though. I haven't seen the movie meaning about it. I've never heard of it, so that's a hard no. But anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna get prepared for the rest of the evening. Hope everybody has a great rest. Well, what's left of your weekend, and I'll see you all next Saturday, unless something happens or whatever. I'm not gonna cancel anymore unless I have to, or at least moving it like we did today. So either way, there will be a live stream next weekend. So I will see you all then. In the interim, have a happy holiday for you guys that are celebrating this week. And because the other one's not even till, yeah, we've got time. It's like a week and a half till the other one. So you're good. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, bye. Take it easy, everybody, and I'll catch you all in the next one.